In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to enable the render system overlay, which gives you some performance information about how the clips that you are scrubbing through on the timeline are being rendered. To enable this, it's really easy. You just hit Control Shift F11 and nothing will happen. You minimize Premiere Pro, bring it back up, and bam, look at all that juicy data. This is for CUDA because I have a NVIDIA card. I assume it would probably have an OpenCL render system for AMD. I don't really know, but if you try this on AMD and you get something, post in the comments because I'm kind of interested and I don't own an AMD card. Anyhow, this I was looking for something like this because I've been doing some testing recently to try to kind of tweak and improve my workflow. And I record everything in 4K at 100 megabit per second, and the 4K files are just awful to scrub through on the timeline. I mean, the performance is horrible. And you can drop this down, and that helps some, but it's still just bad coming off of a hard drive, and it's just, you really want to use proxies, even if you've got a pretty beefy computer. I mean, I don't have like a pro, workstation that was designed for video. I've got an i7-6700K, a GTX 1080, and 32 gigs of DDR4 3200. Which is a good system, but it's still not enough really to perform well at 4K. And here I've got the same sets of clips rendered in a bunch of different codecs, stored on my hard drive, then also stored on my Scratch SSD, which is a Samsung 850 Pro. And I wanted some way to quantitatively say, this is better, this is worse, between these different codecs and different proxy sizes. And the only thing Premiere Pro gives you is, like by default, is this drop frame indicator, which is pretty useless. I mean, all it does is if you're actually playing, it'll turn yellow if you start dropping frames. Well, whatever. This is really what I wanted, this overlay. And I saw this in a Linus Tech Tips video where he was reviewing the Red Rocket X, which is a card that Red sells to work with their crazy file format or their crazy RAW format, which is very processor intensive. And they had this overlay up, and I was like, awesome, this is exactly what I wanted. Looked all over the internet, could not find it anywhere. I searched for CUDA render system, performance overlay, anything I could think of in Premiere Pro, I couldn't find anything. Finally, the way I found this was I came across a post on the Adobe Help forum where somebody was saying, help, there's text all over my monitor window, how do I get rid of it? What they had done is they had mapped some key combo or, some thing to Control-Shift F12, and in pressing it, they accidentally hit Control-Shift F11 and bumbled their way into this. And they wanted to get rid of it. So that's how I found it. I thought, I'll make a quick video, put it up on YouTube, and make sure that it's searchable for the things I was searching for because, I searched for terms that made sense to me. And maybe somebody else out there has been trying to figure out what this is. Maybe they saw it in the Linus Tech Tips video and, they couldn't find it either. So maybe this will help somebody. Like I said, if you do try this on an AMD/ATI card, post in the comments because I'm curious. I assume it would do something. It would use OpenCL instead of CUDA, but I doubt this is an NVIDIA only thing. And I'm hoping to make some more Premiere Pro tutorials here since I spend a lot of time in Premiere Pro editing videos and not releasing them. And if anything interesting comes out of this testing that I've been doing here, comparing these different codecs, I'll probably do a separate video talking about the performance benefits of these guys, which one seems to be the best in which situation, and the file size hits, because you get some better performance with some of these, but they are a bear on hard drive space. So, yeah, thanks for watching.